And now you can see the Anime and Alcohol Show in all its video glory on our YouTube page at roughedge.tv. It's tiki time at Harbor Cove Cafe. Dive into the tropical paradise at the end of Spinnaker Drive in Ventura with vibrant drinks, delicious bites, award-winning fish and chips, and more. Now featuring extended hours, a dinner menu, and happy hour, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Harbor Cove Cafe, the hidden treasure at the end of Spinnaker Drive. Visit harborcovecafe.net for more information. It's Sunday morning, 8 a.m. That means it's time to drink some beer and talk some anime and other stuff. This is the Anime and Alcohol Show, live here on Rough Edge FM, with your host, Devin Crow. So I showed that picture of the opening there to my wife, Shelley, and the graphic of Devin from
Borderlands.
That's
a Borderlands thing.
And she goes, "Oh God," which is funny because that's exactly what Devin just said this last second.
Yeah. Well,
welcome
back. Welcome back from the land of amazing. You were in Vegas
I was in Las Vegas all weekend. Had a great time up there. Won a little bit of money, drank a lot of booze, and went to Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum, which was an experience. If you get a chance to go up there and do that Haunted Museum, I highly recommend you do. 2.5 hour tour, costs about $100. There's two versions of the tour. It's the only part I'll tell you about this, and we'll move on. The standard tour, which is $56, and then the
Morning, Andrew.
RIP tour, which is their version of the VIP tour, which is closer to $100. And if you don't take the $100 tour, you're missing a third of the tour, because even though you may be a part of a group that has RIPs and regular standard admissions, the RIPs get to go places that other people don't. So you have to stand out in the hall, wait for the RIPs to look at the stuff that you don't get to see, and then they come back and you move on. So just pay the extra money and go to the RIP tour.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Good morning, Andrew. Sorry I missed you, sir. I heard you were in town.
Yeah. He came down for a wedding on Friday, and he was supposed to go golfing yesterday, but that obviously got canceled.
Why?
So
Why? What's wrong? What happened there?
a bunch of pussies can't play golf in the rain.
It is rated pretty good here, as a matter of fact. Let me get this a little bit more centered. It's not much. There we go. Happier with that.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, Devin texted me. Oh, by the way, today's show is brought to you by
Crow's
Pest Solutions.
Yeah.
Talk about Crow's Pest Solutions.
No, you got bugs? Email me at devin@crowspestsolutions.com. There you go.
That's simple.
Yeah.
So, been in the business how many years now?
12 years.
12 years in business. Knows his stuff. Fascinated with insects, which makes him an expert on his own, which is great. And you don't have a brown recluse spider?
No, not in California.
Not in California.
Not in California.
So Crow's Pest Solutions, Devin@crowspestsolutions.com.
Yeah.
So we get that out of the way.
Yeah.
What else we got?
A new show released. You were in Vegas when it released.
Yes.
And I saw it like a month or two ago on Netflix. It was like the coming soon one, and you can alert, and I was like, oh, that looks interesting. I'll take a look at it. And I read the description. It's a very Japan loves their battle royales.
Yes.
Japan loves their battle royales. Typically, it involves a bunch of children killing each other, but occasionally you'll get one. I'm not kidding. That sounds like a joke, but typically it's a bunch of children killing themselves. It's in anime, it's in manga, it's in live action, it's in movies. They love their battle royales. So it was a Meiji era battle royale. When they took away the samurai swords from samurais and made it illegal to carry and all that other stuff, a lot of samurais lost their purpose and so on and so forth. This one kind of follows the end of I think it's the Edo period, and going into the Meiji era. And
the show is called Last Samurai Standing.
Yes, Last Samurai Standing. Holy shit, this show was good morning, another West Coast wizard. This show's amazing.
And I agree.
It's absolutely amazing. The cinematography is outstanding. The sword play is top notch. I mean, I would compare it easily to the live action Rurouni Kenshin series, and it takes place in that same time period of when Rurouni Kenshin, the 1890s, I think it was, the
Right.
early, or the late 19th century, I believe it is, right? And it follows our main character, and he was part of the war that won the side for building this new regime, this new government in Japan, and he gets betrayed by the government essentially, but he ends up surviving and then starting a family. And we fast forward to, we see a little bit from the past and we fast forward to the present, and he is, obviously has some PTSD from all of this, and he's got a wife and 2 kids, and his daughter is sick. It's cholera, by the way. They established that it's cholera. And his daughter is very ill from that. Looks like his wife has caught it as well. And he goes to sell his sword, and no one wants to buy the sword because they're banned.
Worthless.
Yeah.
Why do you keep bringing me useless, worthless items?
Yeah, they're banned. And on his way back home, he finds this flyer. They find this flyer that's all been illegally distributed, saying that there's a $100 million yen cash prize, and that they're gathering, I think it said like warriors or something like that, and to meet up at this location at this time to find out the details and so on and so forth. So he decides he's going to go and see what this is all about. And it kind of takes off from there and explains that it's, everyone's given a tag, and you have, everyone's going to make their way towards Tokyo. And
so they have to stop at 7 different stops before
7
they
different,
get there.
yeah, 7 different stops, and they have to accrue tags, accrue the tags, to get to the first, to get through the first gate, you have to have 2 tags. You're given one, and then you have to show another one, and then at the next gate it's 3 tags, and at the next gate I think it's 5 tags, and at the next gate it's like 10 tags or some shit like that. So by the time you get to the final gate, it's 30 tags you have to
I haven't
acquire.
got that far in the series. I'm only
they explain that in the first episode.
Oh, they do?
Yes.
I don't remember the numbers. I know that they have to go from place to place to place.
Yes.
I didn't know about the tags.
Yeah, they have to have ample amount of tags in order to pass. And so I believe there was 278. I think it was 278 people are involved in this. Right. Yeah, and then obviously you see a bunch of nobodies in there, but then they highlight a bunch of like unique characters.
One way or another, by the way, good or bad.
Yes, I mean it's pretty much all bad. I mean it's pretty much.
But some of them are going to be weaker than others, and you can tell from the outset who they're going to be.
Yes, and then our main character, notices a young girl in the crowd, and he's like, why is there a fucking child here, which is who's standing behind him. And it reminds him of his daughter, and so he kind of takes it upon himself to protect this girl. And she's also fighting for this money as well, but she doesn't have any training. She's fighting for this money because she works at an orphanage, and everyone is getting sick from cholera. There was a big cholera outbreak in the Meiji era of Japan. So, so she's trying to get the money for to help save these children, and there's a lot of death, and so it kicks off, and it's just a giant bloody battle. I mean, there are just fucking people dying.
The opening battle is epic. It reminded me of a Kurosawa film, and I'm not stating that this is anywhere near as great as most Kurosawa films are, but it reminded me of that nature, and it also reminded me of Shogun Assassin.
Mm-hmm.
The series of movies that are the Shogun Assassin movies. It's got these amazing set pieces that you can't believe are this big. Now, these days, of course, they're told with a lot of green screen, and there's some green screen action going on in this one. I can see.
You know what's funny? I didn't notice any green screen.
Rewatch the opening battle. You'll see there's some scenes that are either green screen or CGI because they don't blur right.
Okay.
And but it's not a big. It didn't bother me at all. I was so caught up in the action that it didn't matter what the minor effects problems might be, including the one that Devin noticed.
Oh, there's an absolute ton of small continuity errors in it. And it's so funny because there are just, I mean, to the normal person, no one would notice this, but like in the scene with the big battle, when he finally gets out with the girl, he's like walking up to the gate and you can see his sword, which is in its scabbard and its sheath, and it's bent. Like it's literally goes like straight down like this and then out like that. It is just straight bent. And I thought that was really funny. And there's a few other scenes, and when he's fighting and like the Suba, which is the guard that goes around the hand, it's called a Suba. It's clearly rubber.
Oh yeah,
because his hand is pressed up against it, and it's like moving with his hand. Those little continuity, but the same other continuity errors are a lot with the swords in general, because like again, that same Suba, it'll show and it'll be like a solid piece of metal,
right.
And then it'll go back and it'll be like a traditional Suba where it'll have like some openings or some gaps in it and stuff. So it's a completely different, like he was holding a completely different
They probably
sword.
have shot swords and stunt swords.
Yes.
And that's the difference. So, okay, swap out the sword because you're going to get cut if you don't.
Yeah.
But the beauty of that is that the fight scenes are done so well. The battle scenes are done so well. And so they involve you so much that you see those things and you immediately, I don't care.
Yeah, that was the thing. Is like if that's literally the only things that are wrong, where you can see where it's clearly a prop sword and a prop Suba or whatever, where it's kind of rubbery, I don't fucking care. I'm not seeing where like in a Disney movie where Black Widow's being pushed through glass and it's clearly just a really shitty green screen CGI effect, and it just looks totally just element breaking out of the movie.
And
like
the movie's not good enough to forgive it for that.
Yes.
Whereas this series is. This series, you don't care if these little things, because it's so engrossing. Now, I've only seen episode 1. You've seen all 6.
I've seen all 6. Each episode is a minimum of an hour long. I think the first episode was a little longer.
I think it said 47 to 58 minutes per episode.
Okay. I mean, I was looking at, I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're about an hour long if you want to include commercials and shit like that.
A TV hour,
like a TV hour. I mean, it's sitting at 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, it's got a critic score of 100%, and I think it's a 96 viewer score.
I got it right here, 100% with 7 or 8 reviewers. So that number will change as more people watch it. But 96 for the audience score is huge. And it's interesting because it says, here's the synopsis on Rotten Tomatoes, and Devin caught this too. In 1878, 292 samurai gather for a battle royale lured by 100 billion yen prize. Wooden tags are given, and the last survivor reaching Tokyo wins. I do remember the tags. I just don't remember the numbers.
Yeah.
So explain what you caught there.
So like it says in the synopsis that's 100 billion, but I'm almost certain, I'll have to rewatch the first episode, but I'm pretty sure it says 100 million yen. I'm almost certain it says 100 million yen. And I mean, in 1878, 100 million yen is generational wealth. I mean, you could live a lifetime.
Let's find out what it was. 100 million yen worth dollars. 1878. I mean, it may not be as easy as I thought.
It doesn't even go back that far. Oh, go back.
Did you find one?
1880 Japanese yen to US dollar exchange rate.
Where am I looking?
One down.
Oh, that's it. That would be close enough.
Oh no, that's just 1880.
That's close enough. Oh, that's not.
That's not the year.
Yeah, that's not the year.
So I mean,
all right, we'll keep talking about it, and I'll see if I can find.
Well, actually, put in how much is $6,500 worth?
Oh, here we go, right here. So we got 100 million. That's a lot of zeros. I didn't do that right. Too many zeros. 100 million, right?
Yep.
Converted to US dollars for. Do I have to go back that far? There's got to be a way to do this.
You can't just click on. Can you click on the June?
Ah, yes. It only goes back to 2021.
2020.
Oh, maybe not. Hold on. We're going to get this, folks. This is what we do, where we get you the news you want to know.
1878.
And we'll do January just for kicks. January
1st.
Oops, that page doesn't exist.
Yeah.
We just broke the internet. So we don't know how much it is, but that's too bad. But anyway, everything about this show is terrific. The music.
Yes, the score is amazing. The storytelling is phenomenal. I mean, it's practical effects. I mean, there's a scene in the last episode where they're fighting in a hut. I'm not spoiling anything.
You said they're in a hut, now it ruins everything.
Well, they're fighting in a hut where there's fireworks.
Oh, sweet.
And it's fucking, I mean, here's the thing. I've noticed this a lot. The use of more practical effects. And I'm really digging it. I think people are really tired of cheaped out CGI.
Well, that's the case. I mean, I'm with you 100%. We have this argument in the Backseat Mogul show a lot because John and Jeff both are practical effects guys, and I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't, as long whichever effect works best for the show or the movie, whatever. That's what I want. If it's CGI, so be it. If it's practical, so be it. But when they force one or the other and it doesn't work, that's when I have a problem. That ruins things for me.
Like what Disney does with their CGI, and they go the cheapest route possible and as quickly as possible on a.
What are they thinking?
On a 200.
Forgive us for this.
On a $300 million budget, you know, they cheap out on the CGI, and it just looks absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, it takes you out of the entire.
It does. Film. So the practical effects and the swordplay and the martial arts in this is just absolute. And there's so much more. There's so much more than just a battle royale in this as well. I mean, you have to watch episodes 2 through 6 to, you know, really understand that. And I don't want to give out any spoilers, but
please.
But it's absolutely amazing. And the villains in it are awesome. You know, you saw the dude with the big old giant cleaver sword kind of thing.
Yeah.
That guy's freaking awesome. He's kind of a main antagonist in this first season. Yes.
Okay.
So
there's more of him to come.
There's way more of him to come. And there's this one character called the Engkangto, and I don't know if they showed all of these characters. He's that really old guy, the really old guy with the bell that was on his sword.
Yeah.
That guy is a serious antagonist as well. It's just, and he kind of plays into a backstory of our characters too. So absolutely phenomenal. It's on Netflix.
I also liked how they take the old school battle royale elements, which we've all seen before. Admittedly, we've all seen these competition samurai films like this before, so that part isn't anything new. But the way that they merge modern, I don't want to say humor, modern techniques with this old school swordplay. For example, in the announcement scene where they're announcing that they're going to get the wooden tags and what have you, the guy on stage there is hysterically funny.
Yeah.
But he's also deadly serious, because if you don't listen to him, you're going to die.
Yeah.
And that, I haven't seen that kind of thing before. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah. It's such a good show. It's really.
So it's on Netflix, 6 episodes. Rumor has it seasons 2 and 3 are coming. The creator says that he can tell the entire story in 3 seasons. So if we're lucky enough to get 3 seasons, that's probably all we'll get.
Yeah.
And that's okay, because you don't want them going to Gilligan's Island and escaping or something like that.
Yeah. And then
run out of ideas.
So this is based off of manga, and I looked up the manga just to see when it was releasing. What the hell? Hydrate. Okay. And best viewers at streambo.com remove the space.
We have to hydrate?
Yeah.
What a bummer. I just listen to Devin for the rules. I don't know.
Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and ban that guy. I got 2 mods in the chat. One of them's driving, so I can't hold Andrew accountable.
You're banning a guy because he told us to drink?
No. I beat another West Coast wizard.
He's driving, right?
Yeah. Seize him, mods.
So anyway, yes, definitely watch this series. It is a live action series. It's a big battle royale, incredible battle scenes, lots of decapitations.
Lots of decapitations, blood. I mean, the traditional like Japanese like blood splurting out.
Yeah.
Like it gets even better from there too. I mean, there's so many cool scenes in it.
That's what reminded me of Shogun Assassin. Have you ever seen Shogun Assassin? Either the American version, which is all 7 or 8 films merged into one or each individual
I
film?
don't think so.
Check it out. You'll like it
Okay.
a lot. It's by the way, it's also hysterically funny. I'll give you an example. In one scene,
Andrew's currently doing 80 on the 210 right now.
They
You
don't
should
do
probably
that.
he commented it on the
I
freaking
guess it's
you should probably slow down. It's raining and
Yeah.
you should
be careful out there.
yeah.
But there's a scene in Shogun Assassin where our hero, who's killing all the evil samurais and swords people out there, he slices this guy's neck, and this mist of blood comes spraying out, like, and it's making it.
Yeah.
It's like a sprinkler mist, you know. And the guy who's been cut is saying to himself, "I've always wanted to cut someone like that, but to happen to me is ridiculous." And then he dies. So that's, you get the sense of humor that they throw into this thing with everything else. And I do love the perfect cut, so the blood just hisses out.
Yeah.
In a spray. It's fun stuff. And this show reminds me a lot of that too. So
Yeah.
that is all good. Last Samurai Standing on Netflix. Do not get it confused with Last Comic Standing, or you'll be very disappointed.
Yes. And at the very end during the credits, it does say that like part 1. You know, it's just like, oh, Last Samurai Standing.
You said that it ends on a pretty big cliffhanger.
It's not like a massive cliffhanger or anything else like that. It ends with a setup to part 2, basically.
Okay.
Now this does come from a manga, and as I was looking it up, I was kind of shocked because the manga aired in July of this year. The manga was released. Volume 1 of the manga was released earlier this year. So either they've been working on this,
that must be the case,
or they fucking plugged this out in 2 months. Because I would be shocked if, you know, they plugged this out in 2 months with how good everything looks.
It must be that they've been working on it in tandem, because there's no way they could have put that together in 2 months. There's no way.
Yeah, it's wild. But so yeah, definitely check out Last Samurai Standing on Netflix. It's 6 episodes long. It's gonna take you, you know, a fucking an 8-hour shift, a work shift to fucking watch it. So,
and like you said, you can't sit through a 3-hour movie, but you can sit.
Yeah, that's the funny. I was just joking with Scott that, you know, a fucking, you know, 3-hour and 20-minute long movie is like, oh my god, this is a fucking snail's crawl. Why is this still going? Even some movies that exceed over 2.5 hours, it's just like, oh my god, this should have ended. But like, I am like, it's like on to the next episode. Absolutely on to the next episode. Yeah. And I have zero problems watching it. And like, I get mad when I have to go pee. You know, I'm like, damn it, I gotta piss.
Something's gonna happen. I don't want to miss it.
You know, pause it, go pee, come back. And you know, and that's really the convenience of like, I really, you know, there's theater, you know, watching movies, and I know you're a big theater guy, Scott. Mm-hmm. But like, I like the ability of like starting something, and then like, if I have to go pick up Josephine from somewhere, or if I have to go to the bathroom, I could just pause it, go to the bathroom, or pause it, go run down to the Buena High School to pick up Josephine from you know, her play, and then come back home and then start back where I left off. I understand
that a lot, but I also think it divides the story, and you lose a little bit in doing that.
Yeah.
And there's no avoiding it, because sometimes that's the way, and it's different with series too.
Yeah.
If you're watching a series, you know, you watch the first 30 minutes, pause it, go do your things, come back. You still have the 30 seconds of the same episode to go.
Yeah.
You know, and with a movie though, you can get lost and what have you. It's just different. I was going to ask you, did you watch it in the original Japanese with subtitles, or
it's in Japanese with subtitles?
But you can also do an English dub.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, I watched Japanese with subtitles.
Good, because I watched the English dub, and I'm going to switch. It's difficult for me to do subtitles with Japanese for some reason, but I don't like the English dub.
Okay.
It sounds like a Godzilla movie.
Oh.
And it's not bad. It's just that's the effect it has. You can't capture the same emotion in a dub than you can from the original actor.
I didn't even know it had a dub to it. So anything foreign on Netflix, my settings are set to the native language.
Yeah, I prefer that too.
Subtitles.
And this one, it was automatically set to the English dub. I don't know why. But I'm going to switch to the Japanese.
But it was funny because I was telling Scott to at least watch one episode of it, and he's like, I'll try. And I was like, I don't think I've told him that it's a live action and not an anime. And so I was like, this is a live action, by the way. And then I get a little thumbs up message and you watch the first episode.
Yeah, I would have watched it either way. But I'm glad I would prefer the live action.
Yeah.
Version, so
Yeah.
I'm glad that I checked it out.
Super good. I cannot sing enough praises about it. I would even consider watching it again, like through and through
Yeah,
again.
I can see that because there's probably things you missed because the action sequences are intense.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. It's a pretty wild show. There's another show that this is an anime that released on Disney Plus and Hulu. And type in Disney Plus anime 2025. What was the name of it? Disney Twisted Wonder. That's it, right?
That was it?
Yeah, that was it right here. Disney Twisted Wonderland, the animation. This show was fucking trash. I watched the first episode of it, and this is a Disney anime. It is a through and through Disney anime.
Is it a true anime though, or is it?
I don't know who makes it.
Well, we must look at the original title. Dizuni Tsuitedo Wanda Rando za Animation.
Yeah.
So maybe it is.
Yeah. It's not good. It has all the Disney Disney villains in it. Scar as an anime guy, and the Red Queen. I think it's the Red Queen's son or some shit like that. I watched it on Hulu, and I have Hulu with ads. And here's the thing: it is a 20-minute long show. There was 6 ads in that 20-minute long.
And were they the same ad, or because a lot of times it's the same ad?
It
drives me nuts.
They were different. Is it the? Oh no,
I'm going to convert it.
It was just constant ads, and I was like, why? I'm fine with 2 ads. I'm fine if I'm watching something, 2 ads, fine. But there was like 5 ads in this thing in a 30-minute long show. Like, come on.
Yeah.
It's
it's not like television where you could, if you recorded it, you could fast forward through it. Can't do that with streaming things. You can still get up and go about your business. And I do like the ones that have the counters.
Yeah.
So, you have 60 seconds to go, but they do fill them up. The ads. My problem with the ads is there's too many of them.
Yes.
And too often it's the same ad 6 times, sometimes back to back on the same show.
Yeah. It was ridiculous, but I mean, it's an isekai, and our character he's like picked up. Basically, he's not killed, he's not hit by something, he just there's like a carriage riding through, and then he wakes up and it's just like this school, this magic school kind of thing, and he's like, I don't have magic, I'm not going to join it. And then everyone's getting pissed off at him because this is such an elite chance to be part of this school and all this. I could not get into it. It was awful.
Now, is it because it's Disney-fied? Was it too Disney-like it, or is it Disney dark? What is it that's particular that you didn't like?
It's too chaotic. It was just all over the place.
So it's not the typical Disney playing it safe kind of storyline.
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, I've got the poster finally here. We'll share this with you in a second.
Yeah. And it looked interesting when I saw it. I was like, oh, this looks really interesting. It has like 3 or 4 episodes. That's really coming down. It's raining right now, by the way, where we're at.
Got a big dump on us right now.
Yeah.
So anyway, and I noticed that Disney is doing this. They're trying to make the most out of all of their classic characters.
Yeah.
And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And let's make some new ones.
And go back to the poster. So our main protagonist is the guy with the black hair at the top on the right there, and he doesn't want to join. And then this little like cat demon thing jumps into the school. And again, all of these are like Disney villain characters in there. And it's like this little cat thing wants to join the school, and everyone's like, monster can't join. And he's like, I have magic. And he starts like setting the place on fire, and everyone's running around screaming.
That'll teach him.
And like, there's like a handful of characters that looks like maybe Scar. And he's just like, I don't want to fucking deal with this. And the whole place is on fire. And I'm like, well, this is a school for like elite magic user nonsense bullshit. No one's trying to stop this. And it was just all over. I'll watch another episode of it just to kind of but I really don't think it's gonna go.
The comments we need to pay attention to here. It's
Uh,
always raining here. I guess that's probably true. We don't get the rain, so
he's in Oregon,
yeah,
so
it seems different to us.
Andrew's doing 80 and 2 on the 210. Wizard says zoom. It's always raining here. It's called an intermission. No, this is fucking 6 intermissions in a 20-minute long show is not. And they're like, I would be fine if they were like 45-second commercials. Like if it was just one ad and then the show started, but they're like anywhere from 2 to 3 minute long. And it's just like, this isn't worth it. Like it's not. First of all, I'm not paying twice the price or 3 times the price for commercial free viewing.
Right.
And like I get throwing 3 or 4 commercials in a movie if you're watching a movie kind of thing, because then it's kind of like made for TV.
Spaced out.
At least it's spaced out. But this is a 20-minute long show.
Yeah, 20 minutes of content with 10 minutes or 15 minutes worth of commercials. That's not a fair ratio.
Yeah, it's fucking.
See, I would rather pay the difference not to have commercials. The problem with that is they keep threatening to add commercials and you end up paying more anyway.
Yeah.
So it's
we're gonna add commercials onto this plan. You're gonna have to upgrade to the Premium Plus Jerk Off Edition. And you're like, oh.
If they would just come up with more varied commercials, I could tolerate it. But when it's the same, I mean, I swear to you, I've watched a show, 30-minute show, and they had the 6 commercials, and they were the same commercial, and sometimes back to back. It was about Wyoming. I remember, oh God, here comes Wyoming again. It was insane. It's like, it does truly ruin the show that you're watching. It truly does. So
yeah.
That's not rain. What is it?
What's not?
I don't know.
What's not rain?
I don't know. That's what another West Coast Wizard says.
It's the Lord. He's upset with us.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. So again, I mean, if you're a big Disney fan, you'll probably not give 2 shits, and you probably already have the non-commercial thing.
And you know what? That's probably what Disney is betting on, because they're trying to create this almost a religion of Disney people who, no matter what it is Disneyfied. They'll watch it, they'll buy it, they'll read it, they'll listen to it. And there's a lot of them out there.
Yeah.
So maybe,
and it's and it's pretty boys, and again, these people are. These Disney adult people are absolutely insane. So,
well, on that note, since we're talking about Disney, we probably should move to purple beer.
We should move to purple beer. We have an ube beer. Whenever I see rain in Cali, it's like a mist. It is definitely not a mist. We are supposed to have rain from what was it? Started yesterday? No, started Friday, and we were supposed to get heavy rains until Tuesday. I think that's what the weather forecast said.
That's right.
And like State Street at fucking Santa Barbara is flooded.
It's a river now.
It's literally a river. We are getting some actual rain here.
Red Solo cups. Where are our bottle openers?
I don't know. That's a good question.
It's not like we don't have any.
Premium production here.
I don't understand this. You know, we have a bowl of them.
I was gonna say, don't we have like a bowl of them over here somewhere?
There it is. Choose one.
This is our collection of bottle openers, by the way, that we have here.
And they all work to varying degrees.
Yeah.
And this is an ube lager that my wife found for us and wanted us to give it a try. So that's what we're doing.
You think it'll be purple like the Mata beer? Green?
I think it's going to be vaguely purple. I don't think it'll be bright purple. And I could be completely wrong. Devin's pouring and laughing, which means it's probably Disney purple.
Oh my God, this looks like cough syrup. It looks like grape cough syrup.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's ube, right? And I know you're familiar with ube flavor.
I am. So I have an ube liqueur at home.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
We should bring that in and try it one day.
We've had it before.
I thought so.
Okay, making this out here. There we go.
I remember when Charles, who was a friend of ours who used to work with us and was from Uganda, when he came home from Uganda once, he brought me, because he knew about the Friday Shot Day show and what have you, he brought me a bag of gin from Uganda.
Bag of gin.
It was a little baggie with about 4 shots of gin in it. And it was like what you see gummy bears hang in.
Yeah.
But it was gin.
That's funny.
It wasn't bad
I don't know
either.
if you could see this. Oh, you have to swap the camera over.
Hold on, let's get close there.
Let's see. It is like cough syrup.
Yeah, you can't really see the color, but it is.
It looks like cough syrup.
Yeah.
It looks like cough syrup.
Smells like beer.
Yeah, it smells like normal beer.
Chin chin.
Chin chin.
It's like a beer.
You don't get the vanilla ube taste to there?
Vaguely.
I do.
It's a little
pretty
sweeter than a regular
It's very
beer.
sweet. It's for like a standard lager, like it has like this sweet kind of vanilla-y ube taste to it.
I would have thought sweeter.
Oh,
so I'm kind of glad that
coconut. That's
okay.
I'm tasting the coconut.
Do you like coconut?
No.
Okay, I knew this. That you and Shocker, I don't think like coconut.
Okay, so it says malt beverage with ube and coconut. Flavors with ube and coconut notes. This eccentric lager pours out all the fun with its bright purple hue.
Pours out all the fun.
God.
It's okay. It's not something that I would get again.
No. I would buy the matcha beer over this.
And I'm with you out there. Coconut is the best. I love coconut.
You know what's funny? I was actually allergic to coconut for like the longest time.
Really?
Yes.
So you get near a Mounds bar and you break out?
Oh God. That's how I found out I was allergic to coconut. It was trick-or-treating and I ate a Mounds bar and I fucking got hives and everything else like that. And I hadn't touched coconut, and every so often, like I would get something with like coconut in it and I would react. And just a couple years ago, I had something with coconut in it, and I had, you know what? It was a few years ago, and it was like a really hot summer, and someone gave me a coconut water. And I was like, I need to drink something. I'm all out of water. I have this. I'm like, I'm either going to feel great or I'm going to go home early. And I drank it and I didn't have to go home early. So and my allergy went away.
Allergies fade away and change as time marches on. There's no, and you get new ones as time marches on too, which is weird about that. But anyway,
Wizard used to get hives from oranges and then grew out of it.
Yeah. I was the same way. I used to have a really bad reaction to insect bites and bee stings, and I still have a reaction to those things, but not nearly. I mean, I remember once I stepped on a bee, stung me at the base of my big toe.
Yep. And
from above, it looked fine. It was a little swollen, no big deal. But the back, the entire toe had turned black.
Yeah.
And what the hell? How'd that?
It's funny. You bring that up with like insect bites and stings and things like that. And it's so funny because people always confuse just a general venom reaction to an allergy. Because people are like, oh, I'm allergic to bees. And I'm like, how many times have you been stung by a bee? Once. You can't be allergic to a bee if you've only ever been stung once. That's not how allergies work. How allergies work is you have to be introduced into the protein, the protein in the venom or whatever it is. Your body will react to that then. And then if you're stung a second time, that's when an allergy can take place. But you typically can't have an allergic reaction if you've never been exposed to, like someone was like, oh, I'm allergic to scorpions. I'm like, what the fuck? How many times have you been stung by a scorpion? Once. How the fuck do you know you're allergic to scorpions? So people always confuse just the venom reaction.
Yeah, I can understand.
Like, oh, my hand swelled up or my foot swelled up because I'm allergic to scorpion. No, your foot swelled up because you get stung by a scorpion and the venom and all the other nonsense. But with spiders, it's pretty much impossible to be allergic to a spider bite.
Oh, is that true?
Yes. The proteins in spider venom, I think it's something, there's not enough of the protein in spider venom to actually cause allergic reactions for your body to react to it. So when people are like, oh, I'm allergic to these spider bites, I'm like, well, they're not spider bites then. Then you're having a reaction to mosquito bites. Like,
I was going to ask you about mosquitoes because those are by far the worst for me.
Not only that, but like spider bites are incredibly rare. And, unless you get bit on like your hands or your toes, like, anytime someone shows me a bite, just like, does this look like a spider bite? And I'm like, it's not a spider bite. Why would a spider go up onto your arm and bite the center of your arm? That makes zero fucking sense whatsoever.
Came down from the ceiling.
The main places someone's going to be bitten by a spider are going to be your fingers or your toes, because you're reaching into something or you're putting your feet into shoes. There are rare occasions, and I know of this personally, of like getting bit on like your shoulder or something like that when you put a towel on.
Yeah.
But for the most part, like you're not getting bit by a spider on your arm. Spiders don't feed off of people. People think spider fangs are like straws, like they bite and then they suck up through their fangs.
Yeah.
It's not how it works. They have an actual mouth. Spiders have a mouth in between their it's not fangs, it's called celery, but
they're biting in defense, right?
Yes.
So that's the difference. Yeah. Mosquito bites is where I have my main issue. I get mosquito bites, they swell. A lot of it is the typical venom reaction, but I also get these weird pains that like travel in things, and I'm miserable. I can't do anything. So that's I don't like it. Let's talk about something else.
Yeah.
So Vegas.
Vegas.
Didn't go to any new bars. Went to a couple of our old favorites. Glitter Gulch on Fremont Street, I'm glad to report, has done away. Remember, I told you last time I was there, they had all the pre-mixed cocktails in the taps.
Yeah,
they're all gone.
Oh, thank God.
They said they didn't work, and I know, of course they don't work. People don't go to a tiki bar to get a pre-mixed cocktail.
Yeah,
so they got rid of all those, and their drinks have improved dramatically. We were even served both nights we went by a same trainee. Who was on her actually second day, and she made some great cocktails because she had other people showing her how to make them and teaching them their secrets and what have you, and it turned out good. So I was pleased to see that. But again, the highlight of this visit was Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum up there. That thing is hugely popular. We went to the very first tour and didn't even have a full tour. We had 13 people out of, I think 18 is the biggest group you could have on the tour. When we came out, it was like Magic Mountain. Huh. There were lines everywhere. People are going, cars parked everywhere. And my God, it's just a little mansion. It's not even a big park. It's just a mansion. And all these people are waiting to get in and go through this tour. It's 2.5 hours long. Again, the best advice I can give you is do not take the cheapo tour. Take the VIP/RIP tour, because you're going to miss too much.
Yeah. Wizard says Hollywood ruined spiders and sharks.
Well, did they?
Yes.
Because he's not wrong, but Jaws was my favorite movie.
Yeah.
And that arachnophobia is one of yours.
Oh, it is one of mine.
And we both know that scientifically,
it's funny for me, arachnophobia is a comedy.
Well, yeah.
It's just a straight comedy. And I know there's supposed to be horror aspects in arachnophobia, but it's like, I love that movie. I legitimately love that
John
movie.
Goodman as the pest control guy is all you need to know there. He just nailed it.
But for me, it is just a flat out comedy with how ridiculous the notions and the other things are with that movie.
I think most people watch it with that sense that it's ridiculous,
Yeah.
But also for the creepiness, especially the scene that bothered me the most was the spider crawling in the old man's shoe.
Oh yeah.
That gave me the EBGBs. But yeah, they're fun. And the problem, and this is the part he's right about. Too many people go to the movies and think they're watching fact.
Yeah.
It's not fact. It's entertainment. Just deal with it and enjoy it. So
it's the same issue with the news nowadays. Too many people are watching the news thinking it's fact. I want to spread the whole fake news, agenda, but man,
fact doesn't exist anymore.
Did you speaking? I don't want to get political, but did you see that 2 BBC reporters actually resigned?
Well, they misedited an interview. You can't do that. I don't care who it is. I don't give a Trump or Biden or you can't change somebody's interview.
They copied the speech. So they basically cut and pasted a speech from Trump. I think it was in like November or something like that, of him talking about we're going to go down to the Capitol and fight. And they actually literally cut, like they added a part that was like an hour later into the speech when he said, and we're going to fight after, like, we're going to go down to the Capitol. That's not actually what he said. He was like, oh, we're going to go, but we're going to walk down to the Capitol and we're going to be peaceful and we're going to do all this other stuff. And like an hour later, he said something about fighting. And then they took that and then spliced it, and made it sound like he incited the January 6th.
Which he did.
And it's.
But you can't make the news.
Yeah.
You have to take what you've got and run with it. They could have said, he said this then, but he said this later. But instead they made it sound like it was one piece. and you can't do that. You
Yeah.
can't create that stuff. And I'm sorry. I mean, they deserve. They got what they deserve.
Yeah.
You don't work anymore. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, absolutely insane. Absolutely. And the thing is BBC is supposed to be biased and fair, and that was incredibly not biased or fair.
That's why they got fired.
Yeah.
Like, you can't do that and work for us. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
So
no.
yeah. But yeah, let's move on. What else we got going on?
No, let's stay. You know what? We're gonna do a Hassan Piker stream today and just be political and and say America deserved 9/11 and all that other shit, because he doesn't get banned for saying shit. He literally said that on stream, by the way.
Well, I can imagine,
Yeah, and he's
that's
still...
the part of the problem with the streaming, this kind of
America
streaming blogs kind of thing and all that, is that people do that outrageous stuff. They don't even believe it.
Yeah,
they just do it to get people stirred up.
You know what, Scotty? We should have a podcast called Opposites Attract. And you share liberal ideology, and I'll share conservative ideology. And
you know what we'll do? We'll do like who is that guy? I can't remember his name. He was this broadcaster who was known for his fiery personality, and he came up with a show. God, I can't remember the name of it, but he had one guy here who was like the ultra right conservative, and the other guy over here, no, it was like Monty something, I think.
Oh.
And he had another guy over here who was like a raving lunatic liberal, and they would give them topics that would get them madder and madder, and the madder and madder they got, their booths got closer together. Oh God, it was so great. I thought, what a great concept. Oh, but we should do that. We could steal that. Nobody'd know.
Wizard says he would love that podcast. I'd be spamming the comments like crazy.
Of course he would. So, but anyway, God, what was that guy's name? He's dead now.
It wasn't
Morton Downey Jr. Was it Morton Downey Jr.?
Was he literally rated?
It was not related to him. No, that guy. You can see that. Okay. I know you audience members can't see
Media
it right
provocateur.
Here, yes, he was the guy, and he had that concept of that closer and closer together, so that they could start fighting when they got.
That's
that was kind of brilliant.
That's hilarious.
So, 2 new movies at the box office this week. We got The Running Man.
Yep.
And we got Now You See It, Now You Don't, whatever the hell it's called.
Oh, the Now You See Me or whatever.
Yeah.
The third one? Is this the third one?
Third one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get Jim Landine in here to talk about it, because being a magician, I wanted his thoughts on it. When I first started watching those movies, I liked them because I thought they were going to stick with magic tricks that were real.
Mm-hmm.
That people could do. And you've seen James Landine.
I thought the first one was more realistic.
Agreed. But now it's changed dramatically. Now it's all CGI magic tricks that you can't do in real life.
Well,
and it spoils it to me. But that's why I want to talk to him about it.
The problem I have with that movie is the second one turned into just a fucking Ocean's 11.
Yes.
And I felt like the first one was like more magic oriented. Well, there was cheating somebody out, but it was cheating someone that screwed them over or something like that. Or that was screwing people over. It was like Robin Hood.
Like, yeah,
Robin Hood,
or like Leverage.
Yeah,
the TV show Leverage.
But like this turned into just Ocean's 11 and going in and stealing a fucking. How convenient that this computer chip is the size of a fucking playing card, and they, what the fuck? But yeah, I don't know. The second, God, is this the third or the fourth one?
I think it's the third, but it could be the fourth. I mean, I don't know. But that's my issue. I love the cast. It's a great cast of people in it, but I don't like the fact that using magic tricks that have to be done with CGI. If you're going to convince me that it's magicians doing tricks, use practical magic effects. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
But I want to get Landine in here and talk about it because I want to see what his thoughts are, being a magician.
Yeah.
And I talked to him a little bit about it, and he said it's a movie. It's supposed to entertain me. I don't care what they do.
Yeah.
That's a valid point too. The Running Man is based on the Stephen King short novella, and it's a great book. They made the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, which got a little silly and off track. This one apparently is based on the ratings, so the reviews so far, it's kind of the same. It's like it's.
Oh, so it's a remake.
It's a remake of the Schwarzenegger movie, which was the first version of the book. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know. I have high hopes for it, but the reviews are kind of disappointing me. So we'll see what happens with that. But both of them are racing for number one this week. So one or the other is going to be the number one at the box office.
I think Now You See Me will be number one.
That's the one that everybody's thinking will be number one.
I think that'll be number one
because it's a sequel. It's got a base already, and The Running Man is it's based on a Stephen King story who's had a great year. And even if it's number two, it's still going to be a great opening for a movie that's not a sequel.
Have you watched any more Welcome to Derry?
I have not, and I need to get back into it. Yeah, I was, because I went to Vegas, I didn't watch anything for a week. So
that first episode was wild.
It was wild. I loved it. I thought it was very.
I was not expecting a birth of a demon baby
in a car
that
they showed you happen.
Yeah, that you saw happen.
Yes.
I've seen enough births in my life.
I like it a lot because of that. That was written and directed by the guy who did the It movies, and you could tell if you were looking and seeing it. Oh, well, this is obviously by the guy who did the movies. I don't know about following episodes. Have you watched all of them so far?
When I texted you, there was only two, and the third one was airing later that night at 9 p.m. And I haven't seen the third one. I think the fourth one came out
dropped this weekend.
I was going to say last night. I think
maybe.
it dropped last night. So I think 3 and 4, but apparently the third one, it gets
that's what I've read.
Startled.
Yeah.
And or Pennywise, I should say. Pennywise gets startled, but it's a very interesting show. I actually have not seen the It movies.
Oh, really?
I have not. I'm not a huge horror fan. Colette is. Colette loves horror.
Has she seen those movies?
Yes. Yes.
The first It is the highest grossing horror film of all time.
Really?
Yeah, over $1 billion.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. They're good, especially if you're a fan of Stephen King's work, because they're very much in the Stephen King mode. But then so is Welcome to Derry.
Yeah. Who played Pennywise in the original It movie?
The TV movie or the film version? Because there was a TV miniseries back in the 80s, 90s where Tim Curry played.
Tim Curry. Okay, yeah. Tim Curry.
And then Skarsgård, one of the Skarsgårds, plays him in the new films.
Oh,
they're both great.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Tim Curry.
Oh yeah,
Tim Curry Pennywise. Yeah, he looks.
Tim Curry is a terrific actor. I know he's not doing much acting anymore. He's had a stroke.
Yeah, he had a stroke. Wheelchair wise.
He's apparently doing better, which you wouldn't expect. But he's been going to conventions and
I would pay money to get a picture with Tim Curry. Yeah.
It would be cool.
Yeah.
He's a legend. He is
a legend.
And speaking of legend, he plays the best Satan in the movies to this day in that movie Legend with Tom Cruise.
Oh, really?
Big old giant horns and the voice that he managed. Oh, it's terrific. Yeah.
His voice is absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find a picture of that devil.
It explains that it is just a stomach ache from a cosmic space turtle that eventually kills the space turtle.
He's thinking of Gamera.
Yeah. No, there was
Look at that. Is that awesome?
Lord of Darkness from Legend, 1985. That's pretty cool.
I'm going to share this with you because it is, for my money, the best devil in the movies of all time. Of course, I got to convert it.
Oh, now he's got to convert it.
At least I found a place that I can convert it to the fly, but it does take a second or two. There we go. It's coming, I swear. Just give me a sec. Yeah, Tim Curry is terrific. I mean, of course, he started out in a Rocky Horror Picture Show was his big break.
That was his big break.
And he was amazing in that as well. But he's done a lot of great parts. He has several albums available as well. He's released record albums. Yeah. Huh. And they're pretty good stuff too. I've got a couple of them. All right, here we go. Let's get this posted so you guys can see the greatest devil in the movies of all time, in my opinion. That's not it. That is.
It's funny because I was talking to Colette because she doesn't like alien stuff.
Oh, really?
She doesn't like sci-fi.
She likes more slasher kind of movies.
She likes horror movies. Uh-huh. And I was saying that Pennywise is an alien, and she was like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, Pennywise is an alien that crash landed onto Earth in Derry, and that's why he torments that town. And when you leave Derry, you kind of forget everything that happens, and this and that." And I think she actually lost a bit of interest in
really
in the movie, in the series, when she found out that he was actually an alien. And Pennywise itself is literally just a manifestation of fear that's not actually Pennywise's.
The clown is just
form.
a perfect representation for him.
Yeah. You're going to put up the Lord of Darkness
Yes, I
here.
am.
This was
is,
Tim Curry's.
Tim Curry in Legend with Tom Cruise. And look, that is just an incredible devil costume for starters. And then you do his performance beneath that. It's amazing. Terrific stuff.
God, that must have been a nightmare to put on.
Can you imagine how heavy that head piece would be?
Yeah.
It's insane. But that's Hellboy quality right there. That's
Yeah.
Hellboy quality demonic art.
Yeah.
Speaking of demonic art, I saw a lot of that at Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum. Don't need to see any more for a while.
Yeah.
Weird stuff out there.
The movies are much more different from the book. That's typically the thing.
It is. Yep.
Yeah.
The mini series that Tim Curry was in followed it a little closer than the books, the new movies do. But the books are terrific if you have time to read 1,300 pages.
No. I mean, I have time for it. I just don't have the attention span to read.
13 Stephen King's.
I have no problem reading subtitles on a screen, but a book is just fuck.
He says that with an author sitting right next to him. It's kind of hurtful.
Yeah, books are boring.
No, they're not. So
just don't buy paper books, okay? Just
well,
digital media.
A lot of Kindles.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
He says it is a primordial cosmic being that originated in the macroverse, also called the outside, a realm outside our universe. Before our universe existed, it came from an emptiness filled with deadlights, which is its true form. The deadlights are described as a kind of interdimensional sentient energy that's essentially its birthplace. More detail, it fell to Earth in prehistoric times, landing in the area that would become Derry, Maine. It is described as being older than the universe. Yes, it's very, very detailed in the book. That's absolutely for sure. So,
yes, he just copied that from Wikipedia.
well, no, I'm going to give him credit. Nicely written, well done. It doesn't sound like AI. Trying to give some points there out there.
Apparently, so this is Stephen King.
Yes.
Right. Apparently that
ChatGPT for the win.
ChatGPT for the win. The Deadlights.
Yes.
Is in other Stephen King universe as well. And apparently, what's the other Stephen King movie with the Here's Johnny?
The Shining.
The Shining is also canon in the universe.
Stephen King has created a universe which he goes back to and visits often. I mean, you'll be reading a Stephen King book and he'll be talking about a completely different story. And then he said that took place over in so-and-so where this dog named Cujo went crazy. So he's referring to his other work there as well.
Yeah.
Moving away from Stephen King, and this will be our final time.
I wanted to bring this up because Stephen King in Welcome to Deary, I sent you a reel on it. So I haven't
watched that yet. I want to.
There was a gag in Family Guy where Stephen King was sitting down with like an executive, and they're like, "All right, what's your next big idea, Stephen?" You know, and he was like, and he goes, and he looks over at a lamp on the table. He goes, a lamp monster. It's scary. And he's like, you're running out of ideas. Well, in the first episode of Welcome to Deary, they bring in a lamp monster.
I didn't even catch that.
Yeah.
But you're right. That makes sense.
And it was terrifying. It was like human faces on a lamp, and the lamp is rolling towards the kid. But it's funny because he basically played on that.
I'm sure that's
gag
what
that Family Guy did about a lamp monster. And I thought it was really funny that they did that.
I have a hunch that Stephen King and Seth are probably very close friends.
I think so.
Yeah, I would imagine they're very, very close friends. So, I'm looking forward to seeing more of that, and I will watch that very soon because I'm a big Stephen King fan. I always have been.
Yeah.
What was I going to talk about?
You said one last thing, and then I interrupted you.
Oh, we have a new show that's being shot here in Ventura. It's called Ventura Shores. And we'll be talking more about that when it comes up. It's interesting because I read about this in on I think Twitter or whatever yesterday, and I found the producer, creator, writer of the show, and the Backseat Mogul Show started following her profile. Instantly, she followed us back.
Oh,
so we'll be talking about Ventura. Maybe we'll even have them here on the show. Come in, have the cast come in, the filmmakers, and talk about this show that's being shot here in Ventura Ventura Shores. They're not ashamed to say it's a soap opera.
Oh, it's a soap opera. I thought it was
Not
going to be
ashamed
like
say it's a soap
I
opera.
thought it was going to be like Orange County Housewives.
No.
show.
They
Okay.
actually produce a show like that, but they're going to. This show is definitely a soap opera, so it should be cheesy and fun.
Should see if we could get some advertisement for Crow's Pest Solutions. Maybe they'll have an
That's
episode
true.
where there's some bug issues,
Send them some T-shirts.
right?
Yeah, send them some T-shirts. That'd be, even if they wear them in the Instagrams or whatever, that'd be good. So
Maybe a tarantula will come in and they'll call a pest control guy.
there's tarantulas in Ventura. I can just see that episode. There you go. And if you need any advice, just call Devin and or email Devin at devin@crowspestsolutions.com and he'll take care of it. The last movie that was filmed in a town near here was The Rendell, and it was filmed in Bandon, Oregon. Okay. We've had a couple of good movies filmed here just recently, as a matter of fact, within the past couple of weeks. We had Quentin Tarantino, David Fincher, and Brad Pitt were all here shooting the sequel to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, interesting.
So they were actually in town. My mom was out of town, and she was going to come back from where she was just so she could sit down and talk to Brad Pitt.
Oh,
She was sure if she could find him close enough, she'd get to to sit next to him.
yeah, of course. Well, that's how it goes anywhere.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
So we're out of here. We got anybody who wants to take us away?
Yeah, we're gonna send you over to Omid Live. He's currently streaming along with Z-Chum with their subathon, and Omid is actually, because they did hit a massive goal in the subathon where they got up to 10,000 subs, and Omid is going to be taking a bath in barbecue sauce.
I've been waiting for that.
Later, they're doing the barbecue sauce bath later today. And I think it's 5 p.m. Eastern that they're doing the barbecue sauce bath. So
Coming soon.
they got the 55-gallon barrel of barbecue sauce, and Z-Chum actually bought an industrial warm, because they're in New York, so it's cold over there. It's snowing and stuff. So they actually bought like one of those barrel warmers. So they're actually warming up the barbecue sauce. And they were trying to figure out how to get into the barrel because the top doesn't come off of it.
Oh.
So he got a pump, and he's gonna pump it into one of those horse troughs, basically.
Yeah.
They're gonna pump it into that, and then Omid's gonna take a bath in there. So we're gonna send you over to Omid. We're gonna send you over to Omid Live, and we'll see you next. No. Oh, we'll probably do a
live remote.
A live remote show, because I'll be at the San Diego Anime Con.
Okay, because we should do something, because the following week is Thanksgiving, and neither one of us will be.
Yeah. So we'll do a live remote.
Okay, sounds good, folks. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Meet in the barbecue bath.
Yeah.
Brought to you by The Grape, Ventura County's premier jazz venue and cocktail lounge, located at 2733 East Main Street in Ventura. For menu and music schedule, visit them online at thegrape.club. This has been a Rough Edge Studios production.